Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Buns, Burgers, and Big Ideas. We've got a little bit of a different layout here today. We've got my co-host, Eric Jaworski.
Here I am.
Here you are. And then today we have a guest, Adam Garcia, and he is our technology manager. Adam, can you introduce yourself a little bit for us, for the listeners?
So, my name's Adam Garcia. I am the technology manager. I've been in the tech field for quite some time now, since 2019, so...
Feels like forever.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Feels like I've been working with you forever. So it's only been about 6 years of the tech side of it?
The tech side.
Yeah, okay.
I've been in the restaurants, too, so...
Yeah.
Was a crew person, then a manager, and then in the tech team.
Nice.
And
So you started flipping burgers with us, too. How old were you when you started?
18. I was
Okay.
still in high school.
Oh, you were? Okay.
Yeah, I was a senior.
All right. I
Yeah.
like it. So what got you into the tech program or the tech side of things?
Oh, let's see if I can remember. So I was an OTP at the restaurant. So for people who don't know who...
Yeah, what's an OTP?
OTP, A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
That stands for Organizational Technology Professional. So the OTPs, they're responsible for making sure equipment's working in their restaurants, troubleshooting. There was different levels of OTP, so you have like an OTP 1, OTP 2. I still call them 3, but McDonald's is like what's called OTP Pros.
Yeah.
Right.
And now we have OTP Elites, which I'm out of defiance call them OTP 4s.
OTP 4.
I didn't even think about that. All right.
Yeah.
You can be in a 4 rather than elite. So, elite sounds nice, though.
It does.
It does
I like
sound
it.
nice.
Fancy.
Yeah. So what excites you about the program and what you're working on here?
Well, I mean, first things first, technology. I love working, with computers and stuff like that. I love having piles of useless junk technology around
Sure.
me, hoarding it and pretending like I'm going to use it for something. But no, I love working with technology, even working with people.
Yeah.
I love working with the GMs, and then working with the OTPs as well, because that's a lot of teaching them things that I do. So troubleshooting equipment, fixing it, even cleaning. A lot of people don't think about the cleanliness of their stuff, but that's
equipment.
what's going to keep things working for longer.
Sure.
Especially like we spend so much money on just even basic equipment in our restaurants that we don't want it breaking. I mean,
Right.
It's a crazy investment.
It is. The cost
Yeah.
of some
It
of this
is.
technology stuff is absolutely
Yeah.
crazy.
Crazy time.
But yeah, speaking of working more with people, congratulations on your new role as
Thank you.
technology manager. I know
Thank
Riley
you.
and I are super excited
We
for
are.
you, and I know everybody listening is also excited for you. So, but let's share the clip. You shared a small clip with us, so let's go and roll that, and then we'll talk a little bit about it.
4 most important things about being an IT professional. You ready for this?
Did you submit a ticket? Is it plugged in? Did you clear your cache? Did you try restarting it?
Yes! It's 90% of the job, people.
I don't know if you guys have seen those clips before. It's funny. We actually used ClickUp in the past a little bit, and so seeing some of those videos that they share online is super funny. So, what spoke to you about this video, Adam? What kind of rang true?
well, I mean, I would say all of it.
Right.
I mean, yeah, that kind of nails a lot of it on the head right there. So, submitting tickets. Very important, because communication is always going to be key. So, big thing to focus on is creating systems. So, like a ticketing system. Because the last thing you want is people submitting emails to several different people. This is an issue. That's an issue. Things fall apart when you do it that way. Tickets get buried if they're just sent as emails. So the reason why we have ticketing systems is it just basically everything's all aggregated in one spot, and all that information is just clean, concise. It's everything that we need. Pictures too. So keeps everything nice and clean, makes it easier for us to follow up on, and then it also adds accountability.
I love it when somebody's like, well, take a picture of it. Like, you want me to take a picture of a broken card reader? But there's more to it than that, right?
Yeah.
Because it shows you more things. It shows you what, model number it is, or maybe the style it is. Even having more detailed information. I know I used to just send, hey, it's broke. Right? So obviously I'm super helpful that way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the joke around, is it plugged in or did you turn it on and off? Like, how often do you see that being the actual issue?
I would say it's probably more than you would think.
Really?
Yeah. Just because, when you restart stuff, you're basically just refreshing the entire system.
It's a whole new thing, yeah.
So it does fix issues sometimes.
It seems silly to me, like as a non-tech guy, like how just turning something on and off will fix the stuff.
Oh, I tell my mom all the time, literally, did you, it's going to fix 85, 90% of some problems just because the fact that it's getting a whole new system. It's rebooting, right? So
it's funny. Sometimes I get texts like, and they'll say, yes, I did reboot it.
Okay.
Because they know we're
Yes, I did. You preemptively tell you? Yeah.
Okay, but I don't know about you. I have some technology background too, but then you go in there and you reboot it, and
then it
you
just
have,
magically
you have the
works,
magically, yeah, we have the
It
magic
happens,
tech touch.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we call it the tech touch.
I don't know. Like I swear I've rebooted it, and then you come in and it did work. So
Yeah.
I know you guys were talking about a story around that earlier. Did you want to share? Yeah.
What was your story, Adam?
So, I always get details wrong, but the best way I can remember, because this was years ago, I remember getting, it wasn't a ticket, it was an email that was sent to me. Someone saying, hey, this doesn't work. It's just it broke. So then I tried
So
to
Eric.
Yeah, it sounds like my ticket.
so I tried to get a hold of that person. Good thing I saw it in my email and didn't get buried, but it was a little bit later than what I usually would respond back to somebody just because it was sent as an email. And you know how emails are, things just get stacked on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did end up seeing it. Couldn't get a hold of anyone. Tried to get a hold of the restaurant by calling them. Nothing. Ended up going there. After I did get a hold of the GM, and I was like, hey, can you unplug stuff and plug it back in? Because that might just be it. And they're like, well, I did that already. Then I go to the restaurant.
And
literally, the network cable just unplugged, plugged it back in, started working.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that is a lot of it though.
Yeah.
And
I
it
know.
sucks.
It must be everywhere, though, because I know, like, my wife's job, it's the same thing when she talks to the tech people. Did you start it? Did you reboot it? And she's like, I already did those things,
Yeah, and then something comes along and then it's magically working.
Yeah. But it is, like, the simple stuff that was talked about in the video and the simple stuff that you're asking for, if it does fix 80-85% of the issues, then it's good to get people into those habits, right? Because a lot of your role and the role that you're building for our OTPs is much more than just basically turning things on and off. So, like, what excites you about the future of our program and the program that you're working with and building within our restaurants?
Well, starting with the OTPs, what makes things easier is that they can actually own the equipment in the restaurant. So we've gotten to a point where we've trained them and they're able to do troubleshooting, even installing equipment. So, I mean, before we used to just, order the equipment and then we would drop it off. Now they're actually owning their equipment in the restaurant. They're ordering it. They're installing it. Anything that they have issues with, they're troubleshooting it. Of course, things, sometimes they have to get escalated. So,
sure.
And that's where you get to spend more time on the higher priority things. So what are the other benefits of that, like holistically?
So, lets me create more systems. So I'm a big systems guy.
Yeah.
It helps. Well, that's one of the things that helps build routines is when you have all these systems.
Absolutely. Especially across 30 some odd locations.
So think like creating walkthroughs. And for anyone who doesn't know, like the walkthroughs is going through your entire restaurant and checking all the equipment, making sure things are clean, making sure that it's actually working, and then that's another way that they can report concerns that they might have in the restaurants. So.
Sure.
So it's building those routines out. Definitely helps them learn more. They get to see new things in the restaurants. Another big thing is it lets us focus on major projects that we have. So one thing that it really excites me is actually pulling OTPs out of their comfort zone because they get used to the routine of, hey, I'm going to go do my walkthroughs and troubleshoot
the restaurant, and they
Stuff
might
like that.
miss get. I don't want to say get complacent, but do the walkthrough so many times. It's just like I'm checking the box.
But then it's fun, like when we do security camera installs and I get to pull someone out and they're like, I don't know what I'm doing. And,
Yeah, I thought that was super cool. Like, I know we were joking around, but it's more than just buns and burgers at this point, right? Like, you're getting the OTPs to do things that honestly I didn't know they would ever do. Like you said, placing their own orders for your equipment, right? Like installing their own equipment, like register swaps, and I don't even know, but like there's so much more than I had ever dreamed of from these guys and what they're doing. Like it's really incredible what you've been able to accomplish with the team.
Well, and the growth in just the last couple of years and the focus on that that empowerment. Our organization's vision statement is to empower and develop, our team on both sides of the counter.
Yeah.
So being able to actually empower people who are already there doing the job, right, and then giving them the extra tools and resources to help your department with technology.
Yeah.
Super cool.
So just a question kind of as we look to wrap things up. We've invested heavily into the tech program, but for those non-believers, maybe for the general managers or OTPs who don't believe that they're making a difference, or for other organizations or people that are out there listening, why would you say, yes, we should invest in the tech program and the people behind it?
Well, first of all, technology is not going anywhere, and it's going to get more advanced. So if you're not on the ball now, in the future, it's just going to make it harder. And then eventually, more issues that you have, it's just going to cost you more money. So one reason why you want to invest in people in your organization to help you with your technology is making sure you keep costs low. I know that's a big one for people.
Yeah.
Obviously, you want to keep things working. You want them maintained. You don't want to have issues.
Right.
And then the third one is you really don't know you need it until, stuff hits the fan.
Yeah.
Well, it's true, right? It was funny. My daughter Avery was joking yesterday about you have to spend money to make money, and it's true, right?
It is.
We need technology, we need things working, we need the computers working, and the card readers running, and the registers up, right? Because as soon as those things are down, how much money do you lose? I mean, these things
It's probably exponential.
Just think card readers. So, like when I was talking about my story, that could be a lot of sales that are just. Now gone.
Well, people don't carry cash as much as they used to. So I know I don't.
Yeah,
I don't. I've
really.
carried money
Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah.
So,
But Adam, honestly, thank you so much for
Yes,
joining us
thank
today, and thank you for helping everything stay on, even though we don't know if but that you keep it running. But yeah, we love the tech program. We love the people behind the scenes making sure that everything works. And like I said, I appreciate you taking the time today.
Yeah, thanks
for
Adam.
having me.
Yeah, make sure to listen, learn, lead. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us on Buns, Burgers, and Big Ideas. We hope today's episode inspired fresh ideas for your leadership journey. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode, and keep learning with us as we continue to explore leadership in the QSR world. Until next time, take care and lead well.